Namaste, everyone. Hello, my tribe, and everyone else. Thank you for coming. And right now, I always do a prayer. So if I can find my cards and information, all my stuff, I will start this off and give you this information because it's very important that our people learn this and thus go forth. So, with anything that they need to do. Oh, let's see, I'm almost finished. I'm sure it's my head is hurting. I'm sure it's because I haven't eaten, and I'm glad that I can. This is the last one. This is today's prayer, and it says, "Give thanks to the Lord for His good, for His good. His love endures," and that's so true. We need to give thanks every single day, every minute, because He protects us, watches over us, and is there always. So, today is uh, an installment of Deleted Ancestral Identity. And this one is called Confusion Identity. Um, and what the confusion identity does, it triggers uh, our people of color because they don't realize they have this, but it's a curse. It is within us all, and it's handed down from our people, our ancestors, and our genetics. We all have it. Whether we admit it or not, it's there. We don't know who we are, okay? Our identity was taken not only through our genetics, but the brainwashing that the uh, enslaver did to us. And they put in basically themselves and our ancestors. And they started acting like the enslavers because they didn't know who they was anymore. And our ancestors' genetics, as the years went by, diluted. And, you know, our genetics are diluted. Look at me, okay? But you can do something to regain your identity that I did and what the Yarborough did. I think their name is Yarbros. Hello, Yarborough. Okay. I saw this film on YouTube. I saw them on YouTube about where did I come from. They also describe the identity problems that our people deal with on a daily basis. Yes, yes, yes. And this causes unknown triggers. This, for people of color, causes a big problem for multi-generational identity, ident- multi-generational ancestry. Yes, it does. And I don't understand why people have not revealed this before. I'm sure that medical people know this, and scientific people, all the psychologists, psychiatrists, and everything know this, but yet they have not revealed it to the public so our people can do something about it. I think a lot of people have guessed it, but did not want uh, to know this. And I think not knowing is better than knowing. So they didn't want to deal with it, not at all. They decided to take the, the enslavers' direction because that is all within the genetics. So they decided to go with choosing either or race, which is not scientific at all. And the enslavers knew that. So they put this tag on this one, they put this tag on that one. And they decided to do this to create division and uh, rules that was not really official, but their rules because they really made the problem themselves by bringing our ancestors over here. But they're over here now. They got their money, got their identity, and everything else. But they're not going to live within them because uh, they're not white, because we are more better and more pure because we're white. And they're darker. So they're not pure. They're not this. They're not not that. And so our people was judged and pushed out, taken everything and pushed out. Okay, and they're trying to still do it uh, today, enslave us with their politics. But we need to get our freedom back, take it back, and do what the Jabros and I did. Okay, now you got to make a decision. I had made the decision previously not to do another film on this information, though I saw, until I saw the Yarbrough's information. This proved to people that we are not a race, but uh, in ethnicity. I feel that all our people should do what the Yarbroughs did and I did. This started once here in the USA. Okay? So what happened was, and these are some of the reasons for the identity confusion. Identity confusion, yes, and it's understandable. And it started here. What once our ancestors' foot was on the ground, and enslavers made sure. And I'm sure the plans were created before our ancestors came. I'm sure of it. The enslavers didn't know how to do anything. So they had this land and other properties and didn't know what to do this. But they found out uh, from other people that went abroad, the people that had ships and everything, and they saw how these people did land and everything. So they went back and told the other landowners because they was thinking they could make money on the land on it by doing this, bringing this stuff back, including people they knew they could make money. And I don't know. I'm thinking in my head that everything is based on money with the Europeans. They're greedy. If they don't have this, then they make a way to swindle somebody else out of something else. The mind is always working to get more money than they already have. And that was the problem. Back then, it's still in their DNA, in their genetics. Okay? Uh, so the first thing was they were brought from a country where we were brought from each person. Was kidnapped, brainwashed, raped, men and women forced to make babies for the enslavers, could not use their family name or where they remember where they came from. Intentional dissension between our people that were light skinned and the dark skinned people. So that was like the house people versus the field slaves, whipped if they ever talked about the homeland. So for them to save themselves and keep out of problems, our ancestors decided to forget everything, every single thing. Because of this, okay, some of these are just some of the reasons, just some of the reasons. There are buku amounts of reasons that we have this identity confusion. It's understandable. Look at what they did and are doing. Okay. So, multi-generational identity confusion with the triggers. People have identity confusions with triggers. The big reason is the Europeans erased all our identity. And this is a trigger within themselves, but there are little things that come within us that is from our ancestors that are genetic and is basically printed on our genetics, okay, on our DNA. It's imprinted, okay. Uh, so we ask ourselves, who are we? Who are we? And this triggers, and this do make us angry. Just saying this makes me angry. Okay, to be have honest now, our people are made over into Europeans. Okay, we are facsimiles of these people. This and enslaved us, our ancestors. Yes, think about it. Soon as they made one of our females ancestors have sex with the enslaver, our genetics was diluted. That was the last step of making our ancestors forget. How can you remember what you were before when you are a part of a facsimile of the enslaver? And you see this every time you look in the mirror. Okay, you're no longer a race, your ethnicity. So don't take anything else from them. Race was made by them enslavers. It's not scientific. So, uh, so know who now. Who are we? Huh? Who are we? What can we do now? We are no longer a race. And we haven't been for many years. Then, answer this question. Then, what is our people? Okay? Dilution of our race. So you must do your own research, like I did, and the Yarbroughs, and find out your own ancestry first. Like I said, with me and the Yarbroughs. Uh, we no longer have confusion identity. We're not confused about who we are. I'm not. Okay. We now can begin to heal our triggers and know where they are coming from. Okay, yes. And also say what is wrong with this is what the Europeans say. Even though, and you probably have heard this before, even though they are responsible for this, and they know they did this to us, and they probably laugh about it behind doors. I'm sure they do. Okay, they ask, say, what's wrong with them people? Okay, why are them people so angry? And this is another thing they use. Okay, a lot, even though we're no longer a race. They say angry black woman. They call the females this. Okay, these are some of the things the Europeans say. They know, but they don't want to take responsibility for what they did. They damaged a whole ethnicity, countries, all this. Do you think they will do anything to rectify this? In our hearts of hearts, they know. We know until they are made to rectify this by God. And it's coming. The manifestation is coming. I can feel God moving. God is moving. And enslavers is not going to like what you see and what will happen when God takes this matter in his hands. Not going to be able to do anything, nothing at all. So for right now, we are patient. Our people is good with being patient. We wait. We wait. So I say this, don't accept what the enslavers have given you, which is a race, and it's not real, it's not scientific. Take into your hands, study, take a DNA test and see where you came from. And if it's different percentage of different countries, then go in and study that country. Then go in and study the next country. You might be like I am. Uh, so far, I have four uh, countries where my ancestors came from, and I have researched all of these countries. And because I know this is true, if someone want to ask me where I came from or whatever, I now say I'm multi ethnic. I'm not a race. Look at the dilution in my skin. I'm not a race. Uh, haven't been a race for many, 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 many moons. That's from my Cherokee ancestry. So now, please do this so you can heal. All right? So thank you, my brothers and sisters. And now I will say good night, good night, and thank you for coming. And please continue to support me. And yes, I will go try to find something to eat because that's probably why my head is hurt. I don't remember what I eat or if I ate anything. Yeah, I ate something, but I can't remember what it was. All right, I can't remember what you ate. Then I think I should go in. Okay, this is a good night prayer, and what it says is this: We love because, ah, He first loved us. So true. This from chapter uh, from 1 John, chapter 4, verse 13. What is that? 13? 19. Okay? I hope you enjoyed this installment of our history, genuine history. Okay? And there's more coming. So take care of yourself and each other. And please continue to support me. All right? And I will say and pass this information on. Our people really, really need to know this. All right? So, smile and good night. Thank you so much.